Selamun aleyküm beyler bayanlar. Hay YouTube. Hogwarts Legacy'nin ikinci bölümünde beraberiz. Yine. Bu sefer ikinci bölüm. Oldum amına koyayım. En son nerede kalmıştık biz? Slytherin hanesinde kalmıştık galiba. Birinci bölümde neler olmuştu? Birinci bölümde beyaz cürmüne siyahlar, iyiler, kötüler arasında dengeyi çözmeye çalışıyorduk. Slytherin olduk. Nerede kaldığımı tam hatırlamıyorum, biliyor musun? Neyse, çözeriz. Bir ibnelik var aga. Dur bir dakika.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
I don't find potions bearable at all. And if it's double potions, I question whether I wouldn't just rather be a monk. Wonder where they're from.
Asayla mı yapıyor onu? Aynen.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Heyecan vericiydi ya bence. O ejderhanın saldırısı.
Quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Ne okuyordu acaba?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for.
Ne arıyor ki acaba?
I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned
Her büyüyü ders
textbooks.
kitabında bulamazsın. Oy. Ne demek istiyorsun sen?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems
Karanlık
I
böyle
may have
galiba.
met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good
Okay.
meeting you. Good luck today.
Sana da. Başka etkileşime geçebileceğim bir şey var mı? Geçemiyorum. Orası yukarısı, burası hane içerisi.
If you do that, you'll lose.
Check image.
Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Oynayabiliyor muyuz acaba?
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Diyorsun. Becerim efsaneydi. Ben onu seçip çıkarırdım diyor oradan. Biz salleştik dedik diyeceğiz ama kaçtık oradan biz. Keşke orada olsaydın. Biz hallettik ya.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Aha. Büyücü satrançı dursun
Do you have a lot of
uçmak
time
ilgili.
to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Güzel. Büyücü
Are you
satrançı.
a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Ben devam etmek isterdim konuşmaya ama oyun öyle bir
Goodbye,
streç
Alba.
vermiyor.
Nice meeting you.
Bu ne? İyiymiş.
Really hope we get to see, or at least hear one today.
Omnis Gaunt.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Unutulmaz bir gelişimimiz olmuş mu? Ürkütücüyü boş ver. Giriş yapmayı seviyorum.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I
Tam
can
bir
be of any
Slytherin.
help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Yardıma... Slytherin
Were you
olmuş şüpheli
expecting
misin
to be
ya?
sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Ha, soyunuza... Tamam, okey. Sülalesi Slytherin'in adamı, ne diyeyim. Deniz kızla Ceniz'le ortak salon dışında görünür mü?
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Güzel.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Hiç yabancı değilim.
Fifth year Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting
Bizi
for you
arıyor.
just by the stairs.
Çift odaklısı çok güzel. Okey. Çocuğu sevdim. Kız da iyi. İlk konuştuğum boş. Merdivenlerden oldum nefret etmişimdir.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially
Doğru.
as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Ovel ne?
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary
baykuşlar,
Wizarding
okay.
level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Allah Allah. Nasıl yani?
Here you are.
Oo. Neymiş bu?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be
Güzel.
wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Bence de.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Tamam, gidelim
This way.
test edelim bir taraftan da. Sandık. Hiç dayanamam. Ev sandığı yerleşim.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a
Yakabiliyor muyum?
student. Using the guide will also train you to
Yakamıyorum
be
şu an.
alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Yüzüş ilmi mi?
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio. Revelio hangisiydi lan? R miydi?
Revelio.
Aynen. Bu ne? Kelpi heykeli, kılavuz sayfaları. Bu heykel İrlanda ve Büyük Britanya özgü. Genellikle uzun yerlerde az şeklini alan, şekil değiştiren bir sublis olan kelpiye tasvir ediyor. Şimdiye kadar bulunan en büyük kelpi İskoçya'cı Loch Ness canavarıdır. Diyorsun. Nasıl yani? Az önce bir saha rehberi challenge kilidini açtınız. Meydan oku. Nereden yani? Buradan dedi görebilirsin ama nereden? Ha, XP kazandık. Level arttı. Nasıl yani? ESC'ye basıyoruz. He. Okey. Sağ seviyem o yukarıdaki. Alttaki ne? Seçelim. Meydan okuma sayfası seç diyor. Neye meydan okuyalım? Savaş, görevliler, keşif ne diyor? Hepsi kilitli. Bir tek bunu açtım şu an. He. Dur o zaman. Bunun açtım kilidini ben. Hogwarts'a bir giysi mi açtım şu an? Yani bunu mu? Bu mu yani? 2 tane gerekiyor ama bunun için. Meydan okumalar. Bunları nasıl toplayabilirim? Nereden toplayabilirim? Onu yazmadı bana. Revelio atacağım hepsine. Bayraklar ne oluyor? Bu bayraklar kanadlar oluyor. Hogsmeade dünya haritası. Konumları okey. Hiçbir şey yok galiba ya. Yakınlaştırma uzaklaştırma var. Yakınlaştırma uzaklaştırma harita değiştir. ZX diyor. Ha, bu daha geniş oldu. Bu ne? Buraya gideceğim ben. Ayarla. Direkt ayarla. Bu ne? Tamam dursun o. Bu ne? Mezara gidelim bence. Ha, ilk önce mezar. Köyü kurtarmak sonra da yaparız. Görev ödev yok diyor. İlk gününüze başlayın diye. İlk görevimiz buymuş bizim. Hogwarts'a hoş geldiniz. Hoş bulduk. Şu an ilk görevimiz bu. Weasley'i takip etmek. Ödevimiz yok. Görevimiz yok. Hiçbir şeyimiz yok mu? Okey güzel. Sevdim ben bunu. İyi.
Clever.
Dursun oraya gideriz.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Yani böyle loot box'lar var diyor yani. Gözünü dört aç. Yani
Revelio.
Revelio mu atacağım? Burada bir sandık var, bakmak istiyorum. Ya neyse bakarız sonra.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Nasıl yani? Ve haritayı aç. Burası yani. Benim gitmem gereken nokta burası mı? Buranın kilidini açtı bizim için. Tam buraya seyahat edelim.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Mantıklı. Alevleri halletmemiz
Always
gerekiyor.
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Hogsmeade'e. Hogsmeade'e gideceğiz o zaman. Hogsmeade nedir?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Güzel. Karanlık tılsım derslerini soralım.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Güzel.
Can you
Karanlık.
tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Güzel, teşekkür ederim profesör.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Aslında
We
var.
did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Güzel.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Okay.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
2 dersten
And
sonra,
we'll see if
okay.
we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Burada başka bir şeyler var mı?
Revelio.
Aynaya niye bakamıyorum? Neyse. Ana görevden devam o zaman.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Önemli bir şey. Önemli bir şey.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Aç ve bak. Mevcut görevler bakalım. Neyle kontrol ediyorum? Okey. Önemli yani ana görevler.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ben de duvarın içiyle dışına daha fazla bilgi edinebilirim. Hogwarts'a hoş geldiniz. Görev tamamlandı. Bir taraftan da etrafa bakacağım ben. İşte bu soru ne? Ne diyor burada? Neler var, neler yok. Ben bunu çözerim bence. Baykuş mu bu? Yok, kitap uçuyor. Ne diyor bu? 11-21 toplamı olacak şekilde olması gerekiyor. Yani 10 olması gerekiyor. 10'daki bu böcek mi? Bunu nasıl çözebilirim? Sayısı mı var bunun acaba? Bu değil. Bunlar değil. Bu. 1, 2, 3. Bu 3 ise bu 11 ise 14 yapar. Yani 7. Bu 10'sa 6. Soru 1. 1'de olan da bu. Allah Allah.
Revelio.
Bu kapıyı açacağım ben. Açacağım da. Aa, yukarıda da bir tane var. Yukarıdaki ne? Dur bakalım, bir merak ettim.
Not sure we should.
Bu 2 soru olan. Anladım şimdi, dur.
I promise.
Bunu çözelim de öyle gidelim. Dur şimdi. Dur. 3, 11, 14, 7. 7 neymiş bizde? Bir soru olan. 7 kertenkele. Bu kertenkele aga. On 16, 1. Yukarıdadır o da.
Madam's doesn't tolerate any.
O zaman bu kertenkele değil. Adam. Adam yukarıda ama. Tek boynuz adam. Dur şimdi. Aga bak, 1 var. Bu 3 değil mi? O zaman yani 3 oluyor mantıken bu. 14, 7'miz de şu bu oluyor o zaman. Kertenkele. Kertenkele oluyorsa eğer 3'te, örümcek 6 oluyorsa ki 3 6 16 yapar. O da 1 yapar. Bir de bu adam olmaz. Tek boynuz olur. Tek boynuz olursa bu da adam olması gerekiyor ama olmuyor. Deneyelim. Tek boynuzu deneyelim.
Revelio.
He just wants to be a baker on Carnaby.
O zaman bu böyle bir şey değil. Yukarıdaki tek sayı mı oluyor? Nasıl? 21'den 11 çıkmamız gerekiyor o zaman. Yanıt 10. Sembol bu. Örümcek. Uf. Bu 6'da, bu 10'da. Ondan 6, 16, 1. 4 yapar. Dur, nasıl salladım ben bunu? Bunun üstüne geldim değil mi? Toplamını 21'den çıktım. 16'da 17'den çıkacağım. 1 yapıyor. Tek boynuz mu yani? Örümcekle tek boynuz mu? Yani. Ya toplama mı, çarpma işlemi mi, anlamadım ki arkadaş. Ben bunu çözerim. Basit matematik aslında. Aga bu 3'te. 1 2 3. 10 yapar. Bu 3 ise bana 7 gerekiyor. 7 kertenkele. Bu 10 ise, bu 6 ise 16 çıktı, 1 kalıyor. O da bu yani. Tamam, bunu seçelim o zaman. Sağdan sola mı hesaplanıyor o da? Üçgendi ya. On tane sembol var.
Revelio.
İpucunun olması gerekiyor buralarda.
What are you up to now?
I think I'll go for a quick. Especially if we can't pass.
Bunun yanındaki mi oluyor? Yılan.
Wonder what could go in.
Allah Allah. Kafayı yersin ya. Dur şimdi. Bak bunu diyor ki 0 olarak hesapla diyor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tane var değil mi? Bu o zaman 2 oluyor. 11 oluyor. 13 oluyor. Toplamı 13. 21'den 13'ün çıktığında 8 kalır. Değil mi? Bu da örümcek yapıyor. Var. Bu örümcek oldu. O zaman bu 9. 9, 5, 14. 3 gerekiyor bana. 3 de yılan. Yılan kafa daha doğrusu.
Why do we even have fly?
Bunda açılması gerekiyor mantıken. Yani dedikleri puzzle doğruysa eğer. Doğru yanıt bu. Harbi lan sıfırmış o. Neyse. Ama yukarıda da bir kat var. Yukarıda bir şeyler var. Onu nasıl alacağım? Ama ki derse gidelim. Derse yetişmeyelim. Bunu da topla. Burada bir şeyler var. Hızlı. Teşekkürler. Burada kilit var. Seviye kilidi. Seviye kilidi, okey. Hızlı teleport. Okey.
Revelio.
Niye kasıyor ya? Dur grafikleri düşürelim. İkisine de gireriz. Yapacak bir şey yok. Kasıyor oyun hadi.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Stupefy! Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Yani.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yetiştik Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Deneyelim.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Güzel yaptık.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
Okay,
We'll
olur.
start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Böyle nasıl olacak ya?
Levioso.
This should be easy.
Protego.
Protego. That complicates things.
Levioso.
You're good. How perceptive. Can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
And all of my students for this.
Hadi bebeğim.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Kazandık.
Not
Okay.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Olur. Veririz.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A
Okay.
classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood,
Okay.
Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Güzel, bu ders bitti galiba.
Right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Diyorsun. Varım.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you,
Varım.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Ben varım.
Till next time.
Çok güzel. Çok güzel, çok efsane. Benim şimdi ayarlardan, grafik ayarlarından tavsiye edilene aynen. Tavsiye edilen bu ama efekt malzeme kalitesi, gölge kalitesini düşür ya. Nüfus kalitesi düşür. Umarım kasmaz ya artık. Teçhizatıma ne geldi benim? Burada bir şey var mı? Yok şimdilik. Ne geldi ki? Ne geldiğini nereden görüyorum? Kilitli bunlar. Ha, buraya bir şey gelmiş. Oo diyorsun. Ne artısı var bunun bana? Savunma içi oluyor. Sevdim. Ekipmanı giy. Burada neyim var? Olur. Pantolonu değişemiyor muyum ya? Okey, teçhizatla işimiz bitti büyük ihtimal. Bunu da hallettiğimize göre. Gözlük geldi bana bir tane. Ne artısı var bana? Hiçbir özelliği yok. Yok etmem satarım ya. Yok et desem ne oluyor? Kayıp mı oluyor acaba? Neyse. Hogwarts ilk günümüz çok eğlenceli diye yalan demeyeyim. Ha, bu nadide eşyalar. Gerek yok. Gereksiz bir şey.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Olabilir. Olabilir ama ben o tiplerden değilim. Oralarda bir şey olması gerekiyor. Var. Seviye kilidi değil mi? Aynen.
Always thought Leviosa was for first years.
Neyse geç. Sınıftan çıkalım. Diğer dersimize yetişmemiz gerekiyor bizim. Aşağıda ateş var, onu yakalım. Aşağıda mı yukarıda mı anlamadım ki.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Burada bir yerde ateş var. Ateşi bulmamız gerekiyor. Yukarıda. Niye kasıyor hala ya? Neden oluyor acaba? Bir dakika, bunu kontrol etmek istiyorum şu an. Ekran kartı. Ekran kartı patlıyor. Ekran kartı yüzünden patlıyorum ben. Ekran kartım niye böyle acaba?
Revelio.
Ders nerede? Burada değil mi? İçeri sevelim, okey. Ders burada değil galiba. Buradan gitmemi istiyor oyunum benim. Öf. Yan görev bu.
Revelio.
Oh, not again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you practice your
Seviyemiz
bowl?
yetmiyor.
As long as we're only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek.
Come now, Annabelle.
Glad you could make it.
Revelio.
Just over there.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Tabii ki.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Neden olmasın?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Caps Lock.
Confringo. Levioso. Protego. Sendo.
Act like a winner.
Confringo.
Expulso.
Levioso. You're better than that. Levioso. Is that all you've got? Protego.
Zafer.
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Okey, güzel. İlk görev başarılı o zaman. Buralara bakalım neyimiz var, görevler. Ha, bunu açtık. Bunu açtık mı? Yok, açmamışız. Bunu açmamışız. Geri. Geri. Bunlar nadide eşyalar, boş vereceğiz. Şapka açmışız bir tane. Savunmayı artırıyor. Olur. Hiç yoktan iyidir. Yok et, ne oluyor ya? Bir de onu anlayabilsem. Görevler, ödevler. Ben bunu takip ediyoruz şimdi.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ödevin olduğu yere hızlı bir seyahatimiz var mı? Var. Hızlı seyahatimiz var. İşlemci bayağı çalışıyor. Neden acaba? Bir kat daha yukarısı.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Sağ olasın.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okey, deneyelim. Özellik mi yoksa rakam mı acaba?
Akio.
Okey, güzel. Becerdik.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Diyorsun.
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
dışarıya mı çıkıyoruz yani? Ne?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Güzel.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okey, başlayalım. Nasıl bir şey yapacağız?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio. Now, think of this like very good. Happens to the best of us.
Ha, durmamız gerekiyor bu noktada.
That's it. Stay focused. Excellent control there.
Anladım. Bir daha denemek istiyorum.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Ben maviyim.
Watch this.
Belli, güzel.
There we go.
Accio.
50. Dur. Dur lan.
Very good.
Be sharp.
Yes!
Düşme. Ananı sıçayım ya.
Not to worry.
Here we go.
Aa.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Hadi düş.
Brilliant.
Düşürdüm onu ben. Ha, öyle olmuyormuş. Okey, kazansın. Not a problem.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Kazanabileceğiz mi acaba?
I
I'm
think
not
we
sure
are
about
well
this one.
past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio. That's it.
Watch this.
Yes!
Çok hızlı, çok hızlı. Yapma. Çok kötü, çok kötü bu.
Here we go.
Çok kötüyüm.
Accio.
Çok kötüyüm, bu da düştü.
Don't lose your composure.
Kaybettik. Öğreneceğiz. Loser.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Kaybettik ya. Abi.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio. If you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Güzel.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
Güzel. Şimdi o çöğe gidelim diyeceğim. Hogsmeade'e mi nereye? Neresiydi orası? Mezara gidelim, ondan sonra oraya uğrarız. Görevlerde neyimiz var? Sorudur ya. Bunları da tamamlayalım. Bunun bir özelliği yok. Öylesine bir şey bu. Bu da öylesine bir şey. Bu. Okey. Bunların bir artısı yok bana. O zaman ne diyelim? Bir dahaki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Bay bay diyelim şimdilik. Sonraki bölümde görüşürüz.